Ready,
Let that roll. He'll cut
action.
it when he needs to. Are we rolling? Yep. 3, 2, 1. Ron Whitmer here with Coach Gary Kanaga of the Coventry Comets. Coach, we saw a few weeks ago out of Woodridge. You guys looked really good that night. A couple of bad breaks probably kept you from a chance to win it at the end.
Yeah, we, like I said earlier in the interview that night, I told you we were a little generous in our games this year, making some turnovers, and they were costly. And we ended up having 2 turnovers that were costly. We played a physical game. We were right with them all the way. I mean, you would have looked like we were dominating the game at halftime the way we came off and they came off. But like I said, I mean, it was costly turnovers that they've hurt us all year long. So
that's what. Funny you mentioned the halftime. So in the booth, Chris, I'll not forget this for the entire season. He noticed how your guys came off the field like they were ready to become champions that night. So, and you had told me in the pregame that your guys were resilient and played for each other, and that certainly came across in that game against Woodridge.
Yeah, we're a whole different team than we were last year. Our attitude and our resilience. I mean, we just we believe, the kids believe, and we rose to the challenge this year. We make mistakes, but the key to us this year has been getting up and what we do after those mistakes. We were able to capitalize on them a lot. Our defense was pretty strong that night. Offensively, we were strong in doing the things right. But like I said, two turnovers resulted in 2 touchdowns. Other than that, I mean, it's an even game. So we're looking to move in tonight and do the exact same thing. So.
We mentioned that word resilience, and we're going to test that again tonight. My understanding is you'll be without Brad Little at quarterback and without Harris at center. Is that correct? 2 big losses. I mean, Brad was a linebacker last year. Came to me at the end of the school year and said, "Hey, I'm losing some weight." I believe he lost about 35 pounds and said, "I want to play quarterback." Never played quarterback before. Did a great job for us. He's a physical runner. He's not the quarterback that'll slide or, do anything like that. He actually runs over kids. He was our running back last year, a fullback. So he's moved into the quarterback role. He went down that game. We spent the night with him in the hospital, and he's just he tried coming back the following week, couldn't, and he's done for the remainder of the season. Obviously in for tonight. Braden Harris, young man that wrestled. I'll put a plug in for wrestling. If you're a football player and a wrestler, great job. I coach wrestling here. Braden Harris came out with us last year. Needed to work on his footwork, needed to work on his strength, needed to work on his, his push-pull and his physicality, and came out for wrestling and walked into a starting role this year. Hasn't looked back, and he did some damage to his lower back. He's going to be out probably for the next 4 weeks here. He's going to miss some wrestling as well. Got his back jacked up pretty good. So we're going to be missing 2 key players. We also lost our safety this week. So we're going to be missing 3 good players tonight. So who'll take the reins at quarterback tonight?
We've got Mason DeBeff. He's our freshman. He's he came in. He's got a great ball, great arm. Little undersized right now. We're looking in the offseason to bulk him up big time. But he's going to be our quarterback. He's done a fine job the last 3-4 weeks on and off with Brad out, and then us rotating Brad at tailback. So he'll take the reins there. And he's been doing a great job. We're throwing him into the fire, and he's responding real well. So look for some big things that we can connect with him tonight.
So your reward for the resilience throughout the season in Week 10 is you get to play the league champs, the undefeated Norton Panthers tonight. Yes. What do you have to do to give yourself a chance tonight?
The key every week is, minimize the mistakes, capitalize on their mistakes, play our game. It's plain and simple. We may play these guys 10 or 15 times, and they right now they're 8-1, 9-1, or 8-1, sorry, and they may beat us, 75% of the time. But I told our kids tonight, man, we run with them, we fly with them, we tackle them. Every time we hit, we bring the pain. We're physical, and we've got to dominate on the physical end. So, I think read our keys, be disciplined tonight, and we should have a good game.
So that positive attitude on the field obviously starts with the coach and the coaching staff. Coach, thanks so much for spending some time with us here pregame. Good luck to you tonight.
Hey, thank you guys. Have a great night. Okay.
And by the way, your kids are awesome.